Hello, welcome to my channel. We did it. For months I've been looking and trying to keep something under 10,000 max, including any repairs or upgrades or whatever we need to do. And we got a really good deal on this. It is a 1996 Ford F350 diesel engine. It had 340 something thousand miles on it when the engine blew, and it was replaced by an ambulance engine, same type, with 140,000 miles, so it's roughly 2,000 miles less than what the odometer's reading, and chances are it was just from bad maintenance, because these motors will last even longer than 350. But in one video someone mentioned it's a 1,000,000-mile motor engine, and yesterday when we were looking at it, the transmission fluid wasn't even registering, so it took several quarts before it finally was registering at all. And I learned that you don't overfill, because it could then blow the gaskets because of the pressure in it. The criteria I had, I've been looking at schoolies and they are so cool. We may do that one day, but I really wanted something that had not just the driver's seat, but a passenger seat, and had doors so that you can go directly in to drive. You didn't have to come through whatever door configuration they had. And I'd never liked the double school bus, thing that you had to use the pulley to open, and they don't seal right. And watching the videos of people who kept that in their schoolies caused problems. It is missing that, and that's no biggie. It came with two. I'll just go ahead and go in. It came with two captain's seat. It was advertised as a party bus, but it wasn't really. It was never a party bus. It was a gospel group that traveled, and they upgraded when the engine blew. They upgraded to a RV so that they didn't have to worry about hotels, and they're able to shower and all that stuff inside the bus. It came with this little cube refrigerator. That is not really an air conditioner. It is actually for a refrigeration unit for trucks that have things frozen or refrigerated that it's hauling. It came with a TV, a little antenna, and DVD player. I think the original owner that ordered this bus sold clothes, and all these little things back here and up top were clothes racks that the second owner took apart. I'm not sure what was over here, and I think they built in this stuff and added these futons. And I don't know if this came with it. I'm not sure what all. He just left that here. It has these things, but that's all one. There's no dividers inside there. And I think that I would like to get another one of those and put it back in the back. These were installed and they never got it working. It was inside one of their friends' homes, so that's probably going to come out. One of the we're going to leave this pretty much as it is. And it's got the two windows that slide at the top, but they don't have the screen, so I'll rig up something until we do a permanent or find a replacement screen that'll fit in those slots. The original owner had a refrigerator, and it's vented. There's actual vents out there that the refrigerator that he used in here, because and that's where most of the miles came from. Was this guy was literally all over the country until he sold it and upgraded to something else or what have you. But he sold clothes. I'm not sure exactly in what capacity. Oh, they left that. I don't know what that is. And the closets, they had their clothes, and I think they built it. And we're going to probably take that all apart. When we go camping, I don't want that to be a temptation. I don't care how bored we are. We have our phones, our tablets, our laptops, whatever. We don't need to take that, so we will rehome that somewhere. My idea is the adult potty chair and some sort of curtain divider back over here for a changing area, and places we go camping, we can hook up to their electricity, and they have wonderful bathrooms and showers, so we don't need that except for maybe possible emergency. Over here, this is too, we talked about putting a bed up here, but that would be a child-sized bed. You can see this is what, maybe 4.5 feet across. But I got some stuff I'm going to add to this. The storage needs some cleaning up. I have no idea what all is in there. This probably was a little TV back in the day. This is a 96 model. And that too needs some cleaning up and figure out what's in there. But I don't want to crank it up right yet. I'm just excited. I'm going to start storing some of the camping stuff. He said he cleaned that. I don't think he did a good job. It's going to go back out before we use it again. And the futons come out to a big bed. I fell asleep while the guys were dealing with the transmission issue. And I was laying here listening to my audiobook and fell in and out of sleep as they were doing stuff outside. It's not too bad. Back to that thing. It will only run off the engine. And this also has an air conditioner, vehicle air conditioner that blows out. It's not the same unit, obviously. It has 2 compressors. This is how they were running all the outlets. There's a bunch of outlets along the floorboard, which we want to change out for the ones that also have the USB, because we're all the time recharging our camera, tablets, laptop, whatever stuff. The GPS. I'll put a dual thing up here that converts the cigarette lighter to 2 cigarette lighters, and we're researching backup cameras. We want backup cameras that do that can be on without just being in reverse, so that we can always look back there, because sometimes we're hauling stuff. You see probably a rattle. My husband said there was a rattle back there, and I said we'll probably just need to do that kind of temporary fix until we do it right. I don't know what that switch. There's all sorts of switches. We're going to have to just learn, and I will label stuff. We already have a 2 school bus benches in our old school bus that we got with the property, and there's a table with that too, and I would rather put that, I want to get rid of these, so we have a permanent bench and table configuration right here. It won't take up the whole windows, and then we can probably gonna get rid of this one on this side, and we'll figure out something. But I'm so excited. New project, all sorts of stuff. My husband's looking into putting a window unit, cutting out a hole back there and putting a window unit, and been watching videos on that, because we want something that's going to have air conditioning without running the engine. But this thing has lights. This is like crazy. They have lights throughout this whole, I mean, when you turn all these on, and then there's courtesy lights all down the sides, and then these lights, reading lights, for right above the seats. But whoops, door's open. So a new project. I'm excited. This is something we've been looking forward to, and my husband did his due diligence on the mechanical aspects. I like it that it's kind of an open plan right now. It's not, it doesn't already, we were looking at an RV camper that was really nice. It was 30 feet long. This is 24 feet long, and that 6 feet makes a huge difference in how it maneuvers. I mean, it was, I didn't even try the 30-foot long. I didn't drive that at all. My husband did it. Just from being on the passenger, there's a lot more bounce to it than this one has. So the shocks or whatever is better on this one. I still have a good, I'm 5'8", what, 8-10 inches of clearance to the ceiling, not to the lights. I don't know if we're going to keep all those lights. That's kind of crazy. I will fix up a temporary kitchen because I want to use this as a multi-purpose. It's not just a camper. But we also, some good news, no, I'm going to hold off. Next video, sorry. We needed a vehicle that would seat all of us comfortably. Even though this will kill us on gas, diesel, the cheapest we can find is like $268.9, yeah, $270 to round it off. And it cut us off at $75 at the gas station where we found the good price. So we were told 12 to 14 miles per gallon was what they were averaging. We don't know. It doesn't have a K&N filter. It doesn't have any of the other upgrades that we like to do on our vehicles. He told us that just when he's driving it, he closes the curtain and the air conditioning from the front vents is plenty cool enough. And it was. It got cold in here. In fact, there's no regulator to set it at 70 degrees or 80 degrees or 60 degrees. You just have to cut it off when it's too cold and wait for it to get hot again to cut it back on. Anyway, I'm really excited. I would like to replace this door with, or have some sort of window in there, and it does not have a screen, so I think I'll just Velcro a screen on the inside for the times that we need it and have it pulled, stashed to the side or something to keep it out of the way. So the first owner, we're the third, so, took it and had the Aerotech do this conversion. Obviously they backed up into something. It already has a tow, because they were towing all their equipment and stuff in a toy hauler. This is for the shoreline hookup and exterior hookup too, I think. Exterior outlet. And these vents were for that air conditioner I mentioned. That's for the big unit out there on the back. I like it that it does not have anything on the roof. The roof is sealed, it's solid. It will give us minimal problems. I may use this in the future to remove those panels inside, and I won't have to do any cutting. I may be able to put the cooking unit and I like to put the little refrigerator below that. So lots of fun. The futons cover up the wheel wells. The wheel wells, the floor is not, goodness, where is the floor? I think this is where the angle thing goes down. The floor is here, somewhere in here. I am so excited about this. Maybe do some repairing the gaskets on this. This is 23 years old. Looks like someone has tried to do that. We need to get new wipers. The batteries may be bad. That's going to be a big expense. It's got two huge batteries. I forgot, deep cycle, something or another. But the first time we went to look at it a week ago yesterday, it couldn't crank. And he had two vehicles jumping off each battery. And finally got it cranked, and then later it didn't crank again. But this time, when we brought it home, we were scared to turn it off at the gas station, so we kept it running while we got gas. I know, bad people. But we got it home and it cranked up again, but we hadn't cranked it today. I'm excited. Lots of ideas. I already got stuff that I was going to put into a future camper slash bus slash whatever vehicle that we're going to use for camping. Woo. Yeah, target practice down there. So, I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you for joining me. Be a blessing and be blessed.